What if your life could feel lighter, your days brighter, and your steps filled with strength, no matter the challenges ahead? What if exhaustion became a memory, and every sunrise felt like a fresh invitation to thrive? These aren't empty promises. They are possibilities within your reach. Deep inside, you already hold the key to unshakable vitality. It's not locked away in some hidden vault, but lies waiting in your mind, ready to be awakened. The world often teaches us that energy is purely physical. We hear advice like, get more sleep, eat the right foods, or exercise daily. While these are important, they only scratch the surface. Energy isn't just a matter of fueling the body, it's a symphony of the mind, heart, and spirit working in harmony. A calm, focused mind can carry you through challenges that would otherwise feel impossible. A heart that finds joy in simple moments can sustain you through the toughest storms. True energy is a current flowing through every part of your being, and when tapped into, it becomes inexhaustible. Think about the last time you felt truly alive, not just awake, but vibrant. Maybe it was during a quiet moment where everything felt in its place, or when you faced a challenge and realized just how strong you were. That vitality wasn't random. It was your natural state, one we often lose sight of in the rush of daily life. Stress, distractions, and negative thoughts often weigh us down like invisible anchors. Every worry steals a little strength. Every fear takes another step away from peace. Over time, these habits deplete us, leaving us tired even before the day begins. But here's the truth. You don't need to carry this burden anymore. There's a way to reclaim your power, to shift your energy back to where it belongs, not scattered across worries and doubts, but centered, steady, and strong. Ancient Buddhist wisdom offers us a guiding light in this journey. It teaches that the mind, far from being a fixed entity, is like water, ever-changing, adaptable, and capable of becoming a powerful force when directed with care. This perspective isn't reserved for monks in temples, it's for everyone. Right now, wherever you are, you can begin to reprogram your mind to work with you rather than against you. You might have heard phrases like mind over matter, but this isn't about willpower alone. It's about learning how to gently steer your thoughts, release what drains you, and cultivate habits that recharge your inner strength. With patience and practice, this transformation doesn't just improve your day, it changes your life. Take a moment to reflect. How often do you feel truly present? Most of us are caught in a whirlwind of thoughts, replaying past mistakes, fearing future outcomes, or chasing goals that may not even align with our deepest values. This mental tug-of-war drains more energy than we realize. It's like trying to pour from a cup with holes in it. No matter how much you fill, it quickly leaks out. But what if you could mend those holes and feel the fullness of life in every moment? That's the promise of mindful living. Mindfulness isn't about sitting in silence for hours or becoming detached from the world. It's about embracing each moment fully, whether you're working, resting, or connecting with loved ones. When you ground yourself in the present, you stop feeding the endless cycle of worry and regret. You reclaim energy that was once lost and channel it into what truly matters. This isn't just philosophy, it's proven by modern science. Studies show that mindfulness can lower stress, increase focus, and even improve physical health. But beyond the science, the real power lies in how it feels. There's a quiet joy in living without the constant noise of overthinking, a joy that fuels you from within. Another profound shift comes from letting go of what no longer serves you. Think of all the emotional baggage we carry, resentments, grudges, and attachments to outcomes we can't control. These weigh us down more than we realize. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means making space. Space for peace, for freedom, for energy to flow unhindered. Buddhist teachings remind us that clinging creates suffering, while release brings relief. When you stop gripping so tightly onto expectations and learn to trust in life's natural rhythms, you free yourself from the endless tug-of-war with reality. In that freedom, energy flourishes. Gratitude also plays a transformative role. How often do we rush through our days, overlooking the small miracles around us? A kind word from a stranger, the warmth of sunlight, or even the breath that sustains us. All these are treasures waiting to be noticed. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance. It's a practice that doesn't just warm your heart, but strengthens your spirit. With gratitude, every moment becomes a source of renewal. Equally important is how you respond to challenges. Life will never be free from obstacles, but how you face them defines your energy. A calm, centered mind doesn't crumble under pressure. It adapts, finds solutions, and moves forward. Buddhist wisdom teaches equanimity, the ability to remain steady in the face of both joy and sorrow. It's not about being emotionless, but about holding your emotions without being overwhelmed by them. This inner balance is like a reservoir of strength, one that ensures you never run dry. Breathing, too, holds a secret power many overlook. Each breath is an opportunity to reset. When stress rises or fatigue sets in, a few moments of focused breathing can calm the storm within. Buddhist breathing practices aren't complicated, but their effects are profound. They center your mind, relax your body, and restore your vitality, all in a matter of moments. And then there's the art of purpose, living each day with intention. Energy flows where meaning resides. When your actions align with your values, life feels lighter and more fulfilling. This doesn't mean every moment needs to be extraordinary. Even small, meaningful actions can bring immense satisfaction. Whether it's helping someone in need, pursuing a passion, or simply taking care of yourself, purpose fuels the fire within. This journey isn't about perfection. It's not a race to become someone else or achieve some idealized version of yourself. It's about returning to the core of who you are, a being of immense potential, capable of enduring peace and boundless energy. Every small step counts, and every moment of effort brings you closer to a life of vitality. So, where do you start? You start here, now, with the understanding that energy is not something you chase, but something you cultivate. It's a practice, a mindset, and a way of being that grows with time and care. Each chapter ahead will guide you deeper into these principles, offering practical tools and insights rooted in both ancient wisdom and modern understanding. Let this be the turning point where you stop feeling at the mercy of life's demands and start living with clarity, strength, and purpose. The path to inexhaustible energy is one of awareness, simplicity, and deliberate action. Step by step, thought by thought, you can transform your mind into a wellspring of vitality. The journey begins now. Let's walk it together. The subconscious mind is the quiet architect of your life. Without saying a word, it influences how you feel, think, and act, shaping your reality in ways you might not even notice. Beneath the surface, it silently runs patterns, habits, and beliefs you've collected over the years. These unseen scripts determine how much energy you wake up with, how you handle challenges, and whether you thrive or simply endure. If your life feels weighed down by fatigue or endless struggles, the root might lie in the programming your subconscious follows. This isn't just abstract theory. The subconscious holds extraordinary power. It controls your heartbeat, your breath, and even the countless automatic thoughts that pass through your mind daily. Yet, most of us let this powerhouse run unchecked, repeating old patterns that drain energy and limit growth. Reprogramming your subconscious isn't just about changing your thoughts. It's about transforming your entire relationship with life. Start by recognizing the influence of your subconscious. Every time you react to stress, make a choice, or form a habit, the subconscious is at work. It's like a recording studio that plays tracks you might not have chosen. These tracks could be empowering, or they could be draining. For instance, if you've internalized a belief that life is a constant struggle, your subconscious will guide your actions to reinforce that view, creating exhaustion and frustration. But if you replace that belief with one rooted in ease and flow, your energy can dramatically shift. The first step to reshaping your subconscious is awareness. Pay attention to your automatic responses and thought patterns. For example, when faced with a challenge, notice if you instinctively think, "I can't do this," or "This is too much." These thoughts are clues to the deeper programming at play. Start questioning them. Is that belief serving you, or is it holding you back? By observing without judgment, you begin to create space for change. Meditation is one of the most effective tools for accessing and reprogramming the subconscious. In a meditative state, your mind becomes more receptive to new ideas, much like a fertile garden ready for planting. Buddhist meditation techniques, such as focusing on the breath or repeating affirmations, allow you to gently overwrite old patterns. When you enter this calm, focused state, you're not just relaxing, you're reshaping the core of your mind. Affirmations are another powerful tool. These are not empty words, but deliberate seeds planted in your subconscious. Choose phrases that align with the energy and vitality you want to cultivate. Instead of saying, "I'm so tired," replace it with, "I am energized and capable." The subconscious responds to repetition, so speak these affirmations with intention daily. Over time, they become your default script, reshaping your reality from within. Visualization works hand in hand with affirmations. When you vividly picture yourself embodying energy, strength, and resilience, your subconscious begins to accept this as truth. Close your eyes and create a detailed mental image of yourself thriving. What does it feel like to move through life with ease? Engage all your senses in this practice. Feel the lightness in your steps, the clarity in your mind, and the joy in your heart. Visualization isn't just a mental exercise, it's a way to rewire your brain for vitality. Another vital aspect of subconscious reprogramming is identifying and letting go of limiting beliefs. These are the silent barriers that sap energy and block progress. They might sound like, "I'm too old to change," "I'll always struggle with this," or "Success is for others, not me." These beliefs often stem from past experiences or societal conditioning. Start by questioning their validity. Ask yourself, is this absolutely true? More often than not, you'll find they are just stories you've been telling yourself. Journaling can help uncover these hidden beliefs. Write down your thoughts and feelings without censoring them. As you review your entries, patterns will emerge. You might notice recurring fears, doubts, or assumptions that don't serve you. Once identified, challenge these beliefs and replace them with empowering alternatives. For example, instead of "I'm not good enough," write, I am constantly growing and improving. Sleep is another gateway to the subconscious. During sleep, your brain enters states that are highly receptive to new programming. Use this to your advantage by listening to guided meditations or affirmations as you drift off. These messages bypass the conscious mind and go straight to the subconscious, where they can begin to reshape your inner landscape. The people and environments you surround yourself with also influence your subconscious. Negative energy from toxic relationships or draining spaces can reinforce limiting beliefs and drain your vitality. Take a close look at your surroundings. Are they supporting your growth or hindering it? Surround yourself with positive influences, people who uplift you, spaces that inspire calm and creativity, and experiences that nurture your soul. Your subconscious absorbs these signals and uses them to shape your internal world. Consistency is key to reprogramming. Just as habits are built through repetition, so is the reconditioning of your subconscious. Commit to daily practices, whether it's meditation, affirmations, or visualization. Small, consistent efforts compound over time, creating profound changes in how you think, feel, and act. Your body and mind are deeply connected, so physical practices can also aid in reprogramming the subconscious. Movement, whether it's yoga, tai chi, or even a daily walk, helps release stored tension and energy blockages. When your body feels aligned and energized, it sends signals to your subconscious that life is in balance. Gratitude is a simple yet transformative practice that rewires the subconscious for positivity. When you focus on what's going well in your life, you train your mind to seek more of it. This isn't about ignoring challenges, but about creating a mindset that fuels resilience and joy. Each day, take a moment to acknowledge the good, whether it's a kind gesture, a small victory, or the beauty of nature. The subconscious thrives on these uplifting inputs. Music and sound can also play a role in subconscious reprogramming. Certain frequencies and tones are known to promote relaxation, focus, and emotional release. Listening to calming music or sounds of nature while meditating or working can create a supportive environment for positive change. These auditory experiences help quiet the noise of negative thoughts, allowing the subconscious to absorb new patterns more easily. It's essential to approach this journey with patience and self-compassion. The subconscious isn't reprogrammed overnight, just as a garden doesn't bloom the moment seeds are planted. Trust the process and celebrate small shifts along the way. Each step you take brings you closer to a life fueled by vitality and purpose. Buddhist wisdom reminds us that the mind is both the source of suffering and the path to liberation. By reprogramming your subconscious, you're not just changing your thoughts, you're transforming the way you experience life. This isn't about escaping reality, but about engaging with it more fully, with clarity, strength, and an unwavering sense of energy. As you continue this journey, remember that the power to create change lies within you. The tools are simple, but their impact is profound. Your subconscious mind is ready to be your greatest ally. With consistent practice and a heart open to growth, you can unlock the boundless energy that has always been yours to claim. The mind is not static. It is a living, dynamic system, constantly evolving and adapting. This truth offers immense hope, because it means that no matter how deeply ingrained certain patterns may feel, they are not permanent. The concept of neuroplasticity reveals that your brain is capable of rewiring itself, forming new pathways that can break cycles of fatigue, anxiety, and limitation. With deliberate effort, you can direct this natural adaptability to transform your energy, focus, and resilience. Neuroplasticity is the brain's remarkable ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. This is how you learn to walk, speak, and adapt to new environments. It's also how you can unlearn habits that drain your energy and replace them with those that energize and empower you. When you understand the mechanisms of neuroplasticity, you realize that every thought, action, and experience leaves a footprint on your brain, shaping its structure and function. Start by considering how habits take root in the brain. Repeated actions and thoughts create neural pathways, like well-trodden trails in a forest. The more you use a pathway, the deeper and more automatic it becomes. This is why certain habits feel effortless, even when they're unproductive. Over time, these well-worn paths dominate your mental landscape, guiding your behavior without your conscious input. Breaking free from energy-draining habits requires creating new pathways while allowing old ones to fade. This process begins with awareness. Pay attention to the habits and thought patterns that deplete you. For instance, constantly checking your phone, procrastinating, or engaging in negative self-talk may feel automatic, but they are choices driven by established pathways. Recognizing these triggers gives you the power to interrupt the cycle. The key to rewiring is repetition. Each time you consciously choose a new behavior, you strengthen a new pathway. For example, instead of reaching for your phone first thing in the morning, spend a moment in silence or gratitude. Initially, this may feel unnatural because the old pathway is still dominant. However, with consistent practice, the new behavior becomes easier, eventually replacing the old habit as your brain rewires itself. Another powerful tool in harnessing neuroplasticity is mindfulness. When you bring full attention to your actions and thoughts, you activate parts of the brain responsible for higher-order thinking and emotional regulation. This awareness interrupts automatic reactions, giving you the space to choose differently. For instance, instead of reacting to stress with frustration, you can pause, take a deep breath, and approach the situation calmly. Each time you do this, you reinforce a new neural pathway for resilience. Learning new skills is another way to engage neuroplasticity for mental renewal. Whether it's picking up a musical instrument, learning a language, or trying a new hobby, these activities challenge your brain to form fresh connections. This not only enhances cognitive flexibility, but also boosts your overall energy levels by engaging your mind in stimulating, rewarding tasks. Physical movement is closely tied to neuroplasticity. Activities like yoga, dancing, or tai chi not only improve your physical health, but also stimulate the brain's ability to adapt and grow. Exercise increases the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that supports the growth of new neurons and strengthens existing connections. By staying active, you create a fertile environment for mental renewal. Diet and sleep also play crucial roles in supporting neuroplasticity. The brain consumes a significant amount of energy, and it thrives on nutrient-rich foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats. These foods provide the fuel needed for optimal brain function. Sleep, on the other hand, is when the brain consolidates new information and clears out toxins. Prioritizing rest ensures that your efforts to rewire your mind are supported by a healthy foundation. Social interactions are another avenue for engaging neuroplasticity. Meaningful conversations and connections stimulate the brain, encouraging it to adapt and grow. Sharing ideas, exploring new perspectives, and collaborating with others challenge your mental patterns and encourage flexibility. Surround yourself with people who inspire growth, as their influence can shape your brain in positive ways. Visualization can also aid in the process of rewiring your brain. When you vividly picture yourself embodying a new habit or behavior, your brain activates as though you were actually performing the task. This practice primes your neural pathways for change, making it easier to follow through in real life. For example, if you're working on building confidence, regularly visualize yourself speaking or acting with self-assurance. Over time, this mental rehearsal strengthens the pathways needed to make that behavior natural. One of the most significant aspects of neuroplasticity is its emphasis on intentionality. The brain is always changing, but without conscious direction, it may reinforce patterns that don't serve you. By setting clear intentions for how you want to think, feel, and act, you guide this natural adaptability toward positive outcomes. Write down your intentions and review them daily to keep your focus sharp. Practicing gratitude can amplify the effects of neuroplasticity by shifting your focus toward positive experiences. When you regularly reflect on what you're thankful for, you train your brain to seek out and amplify positive stimuli. This not only improves your mood, but also strengthens pathways associated with optimism and resilience, creating a self-sustaining cycle of growth. Challenging your comfort zones is another way to promote mental renewal. When you face new challenges, your brain is forced to adapt, forming new connections in the process. This might mean stepping into unfamiliar situations, tackling tasks you've avoided, or engaging in thought-provoking conversations. Each time you stretch beyond your current limits, you expand your brain's capacity for growth and energy. The practice of self-compassion is essential in this journey. Rewiring the brain is a process, and setbacks are part of the learning curve. Instead of criticizing yourself for slipping into old habits, acknowledge your effort and refocus on your goals. Self-compassion reduces stress and promotes a positive mindset, both of which support neuroplasticity. Another overlooked aspect of neuroplasticity is the role of storytelling. The way you narrate your experiences shapes your brain's interpretation of events. If you frame challenges as opportunities for growth, your brain reinforces pathways of resilience and empowerment. Conversely, if you view setbacks as failures, you strengthen pathways of self-doubt. Practice reframing negative experiences by asking, "What can I learn from this?" or "How can this make me stronger?" Exposure to nature is a simple yet profound way to support neuroplasticity. Time spent in green spaces has been shown to reduce stress, improve focus, and boost creativity. These benefits create an ideal environment for your brain to adapt and grow. Whether it's a walk in the park, gardening, or simply sitting under a tree, nature offers a gentle reset for your mind. As you work to rewire your brain, consistency is crucial. Sporadic efforts yield limited results, while regular practice creates lasting change. Set aside time each day to engage in activities that challenge, inspire, and energize your mind. Over weeks and months, you'll notice subtle shifts that build into profound transformations. Neuroplasticity also teaches us the importance of resilience. Challenges and failures are not roadblocks, but stepping stones. Each struggle is an opportunity for your brain to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. Embrace setbacks as part of the process and let them fuel your determination to keep moving forward. By actively engaging with neuroplasticity, you become the architect of your mental landscape. The patterns you choose to cultivate today will shape your energy, focus, and resilience tomorrow. Through awareness, intentionality, and consistent practice, you can break free from old cycles and create a life of vitality and growth. This is the path to mental renewal, one of conscious effort, boundless potential, and lasting transformation. The mind is like a beam of light. When scattered, its power weakens, but when focused, it can cut through any obstacle. Attention is the gateway to your energy, your vitality, and your ability to thrive. It determines how you spend each moment, shapes your experiences, and even influences your physical well-being. When attention is misdirected, drained by endless distractions, your energy dissipates, leaving you feeling fatigued and overwhelmed. But when you master the art of directing attention, you unlock an extraordinary reservoir of strength and clarity. Attention is not just a mental skill, it is a resource. Like water in a stream, it flows naturally but requires deliberate action to channel it effectively. Every moment of misplaced focus is a leak in your energy reserves. This is why distractions, no matter how small, feel draining. They pull you in multiple directions, leaving little for what truly matters. The good news is that attention can be trained and cultivated, creating a foundation for boundless energy and productivity. The first step in harnessing attention is understanding its nature. Attention thrives in clarity and purpose. When you lack clear intentions, your mind becomes a magnet for distractions. It jumps from thought to thought, task to task, in a cycle of restless activity. This scattered focus creates mental fatigue, as your brain expends precious energy switching gears. To break this cycle, begin by setting clear goals for your attention. Whether it's a project, a conversation, or a moment of reflection, define your purpose. With purpose comes focus, and with focus comes a surge of energy. Eliminating distractions is essential for mastering attention. Distractions are like weeds in a garden. They consume space and nutrients, preventing growth. Start by identifying your most common distractions. These might include social media, endless notifications, or even internal distractions like negative thoughts. Address each one deliberately. For external distractions, create an environment that supports focus. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Designate specific times for checking your phone, and set boundaries around your work or personal time. For internal distractions, mindfulness is your most powerful ally. When stray thoughts arise, acknowledge them without judgment and gently redirect your focus to the task at hand. Single tasking is another cornerstone of mastering attention. Multitasking may feel productive, but it divides your focus and drains your energy. Studies show that multitasking reduces efficiency and increases mental fatigue. Instead, commit to one task at a time. Pour your full attention into it, and you'll find that not only do you complete it more efficiently, but you also preserve your energy. Single tasking creates a rhythm of focus and completion that strengthens your mental resilience. The practice of intentional pauses can further enhance your attention. The mind, like a muscle, benefits from rest. Working endlessly without breaks leads to diminishing returns as your focus wanes and fatigue sets in. Incorporate short breaks into your routine to recharge your attention. These pauses are not moments of distraction, but opportunities to reset. Step away from your task, take a few deep breaths, or engage in a brief physical activity. When you return to your work, your focus will be sharper and your energy replenished. Flow state, a concept often associated with peak performance, is another powerful aspect of focused attention. Flow occurs when you are fully immersed in a task, losing track of time and effort as your mind and body work in harmony. Achieving flow requires a balance between challenge and skill. Choose tasks that engage your abilities without overwhelming you. Minimize interruptions and create an environment that supports deep focus. In this state, attention becomes effortless and energy flows naturally. The way you begin your day sets the tone for your attention. Morning routines that prioritize focus and mindfulness help you start with clarity and purpose. Avoid diving into emails or social media upon waking, as these activities scatter your focus before it has a chance to settle. Instead, dedicate the first part of your day to practices that center your mind, such as meditation, journaling, or setting intentions. These habits strengthen your ability to direct attention throughout the day. Energy follows attention, which means the quality of your focus directly impacts your vitality. When you focus on negative or draining thoughts, your energy diminishes. Conversely, when your attention is directed towards solutions, growth, or positivity, your energy expands. This principle can be applied to both work and personal life. In relationships, for example, focusing on appreciation and understanding strengthens connections and renews emotional energy. In problem solving, shifting your attention from obstacles to opportunities transforms challenges into fuel for growth. The practice of gratitude enhances attention by anchoring it in the present. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant, creating a ripple effect of positivity. This practice doesn't just boost mood, it sharpens your focus by reducing mental noise. Start each day by acknowledging 3 things you're grateful for. As you do this consistently, you train your mind to seek positivity, strengthening your ability to maintain attention on what truly matters. Attention also thrives in simplicity. Complexity and clutter overwhelm the mind, scattering focus and draining energy. Simplify your environment, your schedule, and your commitments. Decluttering your physical space reduces visual distractions, while streamlining your schedule minimizes decision fatigue. By focusing on fewer but more meaningful priorities, you free your attention for deeper engagement. Mindful breathing is a powerful tool for reclaiming attention. When your focus feels scattered, take a moment to connect with your breath. Slow, deliberate breaths calm the nervous system and bring your mind back to the present. This simple practice not only enhances attention, but also restores your energy. Make mindful breathing a regular part of your routine, using it as a reset button whenever distractions arise. The company you keep influences your attention and energy. Surround yourself with people who support your focus and inspire growth. Negative or demanding relationships can drain your attention, pulling you away from your goals. Seek out connections that uplift and energize you, and be intentional about how you spend your time with others. Quality over quantity ensures that your attention is spent in meaningful ways. Physical activity supports mental focus by releasing tension and improving circulation to the brain. Activities like yoga, walking, or stretching create a bridge between body and mind, grounding your attention in the present. Regular movement also enhances your ability to sustain focus during demanding tasks, as it reduces mental fatigue and sharpens clarity. Engaging with nature is another way to rejuvenate attention. Time spent outdoors, whether in a park or garden, restores mental energy and improves concentration. Nature offers a break from digital distractions and provides a calming environment that supports focus. Even a brief walk outside can refresh your mind and enhance your ability to direct attention. Attention is also influenced by the stories you tell yourself. Negative self-talk or limiting beliefs can hijack your focus, pulling you into cycles of doubt or fear. Reframe these narratives by replacing them with empowering thoughts. Instead of, "I'll never finish this," shift to, "I'm making progress, one step at a time." These subtle changes in perspective free your attention for productive action. Rituals and routines anchor attention, creating stability amid the chaos of daily life. Establishing rituals around meals, work, or relaxation signals your brain to focus on the present activity. These rituals act as guideposts, helping you transition smoothly from one task to another without losing focus. Curiosity fuels attention by engaging the mind in exploration and discovery. Approach tasks with a sense of wonder, asking questions and seeking deeper understanding. Curiosity transforms mundane activities into opportunities for learning, keeping your focus sharp and your energy high. Attention thrives when aligned with your values. Reflect on what matters most to you and ensure your actions align with these priorities. Misalignment creates tension and distraction, while alignment fosters clarity and purpose. By living in accordance with your values, you create a natural focus that sustains your energy. Training your attention is a lifelong practice, one that evolves with experience and intention. Each moment of focused attention is a step toward greater vitality and fulfillment. As you continue to refine this skill, you'll find that the distractions that once drained you lose their power, and your ability to thrive becomes limitless. Attention truly is the gateway to infinite energy, and by mastering it, you open the door to a life of clarity, purpose, and strength. Building on the insights into the power of attention, we move now into a natural extension of focus, embracing the present moment. Attention sharpens your energy, but without being anchored in the present, it risks scattering into past regrets or future anxieties. The now is where life unfolds, where strength resides, and where your energy has the opportunity to flourish. Grounding yourself in this moment is not just a practice, it is a gateway to restoration, clarity, and vitality. The present moment carries an undeniable power. While the mind often flutters between what has been and what might come, the now offers certainty, calm, and potential. It's the space where true change begins, unburdened by what cannot be altered or controlled. To embrace it fully is to reclaim the energy that is often wasted on the endless loop of what-ifs and if-onlys. Mindfulness provides a way to anchor yourself in the present. It's a deliberate choice to notice what is happening around and within you without judgment. Instead of letting your thoughts race or clinging to emotions, mindfulness allows you to observe them and let them pass. This practice prevents mental fatigue and creates a sense of spaciousness, leaving room for calm and renewed energy. The breath is an ever-present anchor to the now. Unlike thoughts, which can scatter in every direction, your breath is always in the present. Focusing on its natural rhythm draws your attention away from distractions and back into your body. Deep, intentional breathing also calms your nervous system, lowers stress hormones, and creates a physiological state that supports energy renewal. Engaging your senses deepens your connection to the present. The sensation of sunlight on your skin, the sound of birdsong, or the texture of the ground beneath your feet brings your awareness back to what is real and immediate. These sensory details not only enhance mindfulness, but also bring a quiet joy that recharges your spirit. Judgment is one of the greatest barriers to mindfulness. The mind is quick to label experiences as good or bad, creating unnecessary resistance. Letting go of these judgments frees your energy. Instead of mentally wrestling with what is, you can accept it as part of the unfolding moment. This acceptance doesn't mean complacency, but a willingness to engage with life as it comes, allowing energy to flow unblocked. Nature provides an unparalleled environment for embracing the present. A walk through a park, sitting by a stream, or even gazing at the sky offers a reprieve from overstimulation and reconnects you with a slower, more natural rhythm. Time spent in nature reduces mental clutter and offers a calm that restores both body and mind. Gratitude is another way to ground yourself in the now. By focusing on the blessings in your life, you shift your attention away from what is lacking. Gratitude sharpens your ability to see the richness in the ordinary, transforming even small moments into sources of energy and contentment. This practice rewires your brain to notice abundance rather than scarcity, enhancing your overall vitality. Daily activities can be transformed into mindfulness practices. Eating, working, or walking can become opportunities to immerse yourself in the present. Focus on the textures, tastes, or movements involved. Avoid multitasking, which scatters attention and drains energy. Instead, engage fully in one task at a time. This deep involvement restores your energy and creates a sense of flow. Emotions often pull you away from the present, especially when they are strong or overwhelming. Mindfulness teaches you to observe emotions as they arise, acknowledge them without clinging, and let them pass like waves. This approach prevents emotional exhaustion, allowing you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Silence offers a profound way to reconnect with the present. In a world filled with constant noise and activity, moments of quiet allow your mind to rest. Silence creates a space for reflection and renewal, helping you recharge and maintain clarity. Make room for silence in your day, even if it's just a few minutes, and notice the calm it brings. The role of technology in pulling you away from the present cannot be overstated. Constant notifications and endless scrolling scatter your focus and deplete your energy. Set intentional boundaries with technology. Create moments in your day where you disconnect from screens and reconnect with the world around you. These moments of presence will replenish your vitality. Compassion is a grounding force that enhances mindfulness. When you approach yourself and others with kindness, you create an emotional environment that supports calm and energy. Acts of compassion deepen your connection to the present by fostering a sense of shared humanity. This grounding in connection restores emotional balance and strengthens resilience. Rituals provide structure for living in the now. Simple acts like lighting a candle, savoring a cup of tea, or reflecting on your intentions create touch points throughout your day that draw you back into the moment. These rituals signal your mind to pause, recalibrate, and refocus, maintaining a steady flow of energy. Movement, when approached mindfully, enhances presence and restores vitality. Activities like yoga, walking, or Tai Chi invite you to tune into your body and the space around you. This physical awareness grounds you in the now, reducing mental noise and creating a sense of harmony between mind and body. Communication offers another opportunity for mindfulness. Listen with full attention, setting aside the urge to plan your response while the other person speaks. This mindful listening deepens connections and reduces misunderstandings, conserving the energy often wasted on conflict or miscommunication. Speak with intention, ensuring your words align with your values and the moment's needs. Self-awareness is a cornerstone of embracing the present. Reflect on your thoughts, actions, and patterns without judgment. This awareness allows you to recognize when your mind has wandered and gently bring it back to the now. Journaling is a helpful tool for this process, offering a space to explore your inner world and deepen your mindfulness practice. Letting go of attachments liberates energy for the present. Clinging to specific outcomes or possessions creates tension and pulls you away from what is. Releasing these attachments doesn't mean you care less, but that you trust life's unfolding. This surrender brings peace and clarity, freeing energy once trapped in worry or striving. Celebrating progress, no matter how small, reinforces your connection to the present. Acknowledge your efforts and successes as they happen. This practice builds momentum, energizing you for the next steps, while keeping your focus on the journey rather than the distant destination. Patience is vital in the practice of mindfulness. The mind's tendency to race ahead or dwell on the past is a deeply ingrained habit. Approach this journey with gentleness, knowing that each moment of mindfulness strengthens your ability to remain present. Over time, patience becomes a source of inner strength and resilience. By embracing the present moment, you create a sanctuary for energy, clarity, and peace. This is not about escaping challenges, but about meeting them with a grounded mind and open heart. Each step toward mindfulness deepens your connection to life, allowing your energy to flow freely and your spirit to thrive in ways that ripple through every part of your being. Grounding yourself in the present moment reveals something profound. The stories you tell yourself carry immense power. These narratives shape how you see the world, how you see yourself, and ultimately, how much energy you have to live each day fully. Negative stories drain you, tethering your energy to doubt, fear, and self-imposed limits. But within every story lies the potential for transformation. When you replace harmful narratives with empowering ones, you turn these inner dialogues into sources of strength and renewal. Negative narratives often begin subtly. They take root as fleeting thoughts. I'm not good enough. I'll never succeed. Things never work out for me. Left unchecked, these thoughts grow into beliefs that quietly guide your decisions, your reactions, and even your relationships. They act like invisible barriers, keeping you from reaching your potential while sapping your vitality. The key to change is not suppression, but transformation. Reshaping these thoughts into positive affirmations that fuel growth. Awareness is the first step in transforming your narratives. Many negative stories operate beneath your conscious awareness, disguised as automatic thoughts or deeply held beliefs. Begin by tuning into your inner dialogue. Pay attention to moments of self-doubt or frustration. What are you telling yourself in those moments? Write these thoughts down without judgment. By bringing them into the open, you can begin the process of rewriting them. Reframing is a powerful tool for transformation. Instead of seeing challenges as failures, view them as opportunities for growth. When a thought like, "I always mess up," arises, reframe it to, "I am learning and improving every day." This shift doesn't deny the difficulty, but places the focus on progress and potential. Each time you reframe a thought, you weaken the hold of the old narrative and strengthen a new, empowering one. Affirmations play a central role in replacing negative beliefs. These are not hollow words, but intentional statements that align with the life you want to create. Choose affirmations that feel authentic and grounded. For example, instead of "I am perfect," try "I am enough as I am." Repeat these affirmations daily, speaking them aloud or writing them in a journal. Over time, they become the foundation of your new inner dialogue. Visualization enhances the power of affirmations. When you pair positive statements with vivid mental images, you engage both your conscious and subconscious mind. Picture yourself living out your affirmations. If your affirmation is, "I am confident and capable," see yourself succeeding in situations that once felt intimidating. Feel the emotions associated with that success: joy, pride, peace. These sensory details deepen the impact of your affirmations, embedding them more deeply into your subconscious. Your environment also influences your narratives. Surround yourself with people, spaces, and experiences that reinforce positivity and growth. Negative influences, whether they're toxic relationships, chaotic surroundings, or draining habits, can reinforce limiting beliefs. Take deliberate steps to create an environment that supports your new narrative. This might mean seeking out mentors, decluttering your space, or immersing yourself in uplifting activities. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant, transforming your narrative from one of deficiency to one of fulfillment. Each day, identify something you are thankful for, even if it's small. Gratitude rewires your brain to seek the positive, making it easier to adopt empowering narratives. When you focus on what's going well, your energy shifts from frustration to appreciation, creating momentum for further growth. Journaling provides a space to explore and reshape your narratives. Use your journal to write about limiting beliefs and their origins. Ask yourself where these beliefs came from and whether they are truly serving you. Then, rewrite those beliefs in a way that supports your goals and values. For example, replace "I'll never be good at this" with "I'm improving with every effort." Journaling not only clarifies your thoughts, but also solidifies your commitment to change. Past experiences often fuel negative narratives, especially those tied to failure or rejection. Rewriting your relationship with the past is crucial for moving forward. Instead of seeing past mistakes as proof of inadequacy, view them as valuable lessons. Reflect on what you learned and how those lessons have shaped your resilience and wisdom. By reframing the past, you free yourself from its hold and create space for new, empowering stories. Self-compassion is essential in this process. Transforming narratives is not about forcing positivity or denying pain. It's about meeting yourself with kindness and understanding. When negative thoughts arise, acknowledge them without judgment. Remind yourself that everyone experiences self-doubt and that you are doing the best you can. This compassionate approach creates an inner dialogue that is nurturing rather than critical, fostering growth and renewal. Mindfulness supports the transformation of narratives by bringing awareness to the present moment. When negative thoughts arise, observe them without attachment. Notice their patterns and triggers without letting them define you. This practice creates distance between you and your thoughts, allowing you to choose how to respond. With mindfulness, you can interrupt the cycle of negativity and redirect your focus toward constructive beliefs. Replacing negative narratives also requires action. Affirmations and reframing lay the groundwork, but change is solidified through consistent, intentional action. If your new narrative is, "I am capable of achieving my goals," take steps that align with that belief. Each small success reinforces your new story, creating a positive feedback loop that strengthens your confidence and energy. Visualization and action go hand in hand. As you picture yourself succeeding, take concrete steps toward that vision. Break your goals into manageable tasks and celebrate each accomplishment, no matter how small. This combination of mental imagery and physical effort accelerates the process of transformation, turning your affirmations into lived experiences. The language you use with others also shapes your inner narrative. Pay attention to how you speak about yourself in conversations. Avoid self-deprecating remarks or negative labels. Instead, speak in ways that reflect your growth and potential. For example, replace "I'm bad at this" with "I'm still learning." Your words not only influence how others see you, but also reinforce your own beliefs. Surrounding yourself with supportive influences accelerates the process of transformation. Seek out people who inspire and uplift you. Engage in communities that align with your values and aspirations. Positive connections provide encouragement and perspective, helping you stay aligned with your new narrative. These relationships also remind you that you are not alone in your journey. Daily rituals anchor your new narrative in practice. Simple routines, like morning affirmations or evening gratitude reflections, keep your focus on positivity and growth. These rituals serve as reminders of your commitment to change, creating consistency and stability in your efforts. Physical activity complements the transformation of narratives by boosting your mood and energy. Exercise releases endorphins, which counteract the effects of negative thoughts and reinforce positive ones. Activities like yoga or Tai Chi also encourage mindfulness, helping you stay present and grounded in your new beliefs. Self-awareness deepens your ability to reshape your inner dialogue. Regularly check in with yourself to assess your progress and identify lingering negative beliefs. Reflect on how your new narratives are impacting your thoughts, emotions, and actions. This ongoing awareness ensures that your transformation remains dynamic and responsive to your growth. Patience is key in this process. Changing long-held beliefs takes time and persistence. Be gentle with yourself as you navigate setbacks or moments of doubt. Each effort, no matter how small, contributes to the larger shift. Trust in the process and stay committed to your vision. As you transform your negative narratives into positive fuel, you unlock a wellspring of energy and resilience. These new stories become the foundation of your identity, guiding your thoughts, choices, and actions toward fulfillment. With every empowering belief you cultivate, you reclaim your strength, creating a life that reflects your true potential and vitality. As you transform your inner narratives and unlock the strength of empowering beliefs, a powerful tool emerges to sustain this newfound vitality: gratitude. Gratitude is more than a fleeting acknowledgement of good fortune. It is a profound shift in perspective that renews the mind and energizes the body. It redirects focus from what is missing to what is present, from lack to abundance, creating a foundation of contentment and joy. This redirection not only uplifts the spirit, but also restores the energy often drained by dissatisfaction and negativity. Gratitude begins in awareness. Much of life's beauty is overlooked in the rush of daily tasks, leaving us blind to the small moments that bring light to our days. A deliberate effort to notice these moments is the first step toward cultivating gratitude. It could be the warmth of the sun on your face, a kind word from a stranger, or even the comfort of a familiar routine. Recognizing these moments brings them into focus, allowing their impact to resonate throughout your day. Writing is a powerful way to ground gratitude in your life. A gratitude journal helps you capture these moments, turning them into tangible reminders of what is good. Each day, reflect on 3 things you are grateful for. These can range from grand gestures to simple pleasures. Consistently practicing this reflection rewires your mind to seek positivity, gradually shifting your default state from one of longing to one of appreciation. Gratitude extends beyond individual experiences. It fosters connection. Expressing appreciation to others strengthens relationships and creates an exchange of positive energy. A heartfelt thank you, whether spoken or written, not only uplifts the recipient, but also reinforces your awareness of the support and kindness in your life. These expressions create a cycle of gratitude that deepens bonds and amplifies collective energy. In moments of difficulty, gratitude acts as a stabilizing force. Challenges often overshadow the positives, leading to frustration and exhaustion. Shifting focus to what remains steady, even in the face of adversity, restores perspective. Gratitude doesn't deny the presence of hardship, but reminds you of the strength and resources still within your reach. This practice cultivates resilience, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth. Nature is an abundant source of gratitude. Spending time outdoors invites you to marvel at the intricate beauty of the natural world, from the patterns of leaves to the vastness of the sky. This sense of wonder replenishes your energy, grounding you in the present and offering a reminder of life's interconnectedness. A walk in a park, tending to a garden, or simply observing the changing seasons can reignite a sense of appreciation for the world around you. Mindful breathing pairs seamlessly with gratitude. Taking a moment to focus on your breath while reflecting on something you're thankful for creates a powerful synergy. Each inhale invites awareness, and each exhale releases tension. This practice anchors your gratitude in the body, making it a physical as well as mental experience. Gratitude is a practice, not just a feeling. By weaving it into your daily routines, it becomes a natural part of your mindset. Begin and end your day with gratitude. In the morning, set an intention to notice what brings joy or comfort. At night, reflect on moments that made your day brighter. These bookends create a rhythm of appreciation that carries through your waking hours. Even during mundane tasks, gratitude can be a guiding presence. Washing dishes can become a moment to appreciate the meal just enjoyed. Folding laundry might remind you of the comfort of clean clothes. These reframes transform chores into acts of mindfulness and appreciation, preserving energy rather than depleting it. Gratitude also supports physical health, strengthening the connection between mind and body. Studies show that people who regularly practice gratitude experience lower levels of stress, better sleep, and improved heart health. These benefits arise from the calming effect gratitude has on the nervous system, reducing the body's stress response and creating a state of balance. Sharing gratitude in groups magnifies its effect. Whether with family, friends, or colleagues, taking time to collectively express appreciation fosters a shared sense of positivity. This can be as simple as sharing something you're grateful for during a meal or starting a meeting with a moment of acknowledgement. These practices build community and spread the energy of gratitude beyond yourself. Forgiveness is a deeper layer of gratitude. Letting go of resentment or past grievances creates space for appreciation to grow. Holding on to negativity weighs heavily on the mind and body, but releasing it allows gratitude to take root. This doesn't mean excusing harm, but choosing not to let it define your perspective. Gratitude for the lessons learned or the strength gained from a difficult experience can be transformative. Perspective shifts are essential for deepening gratitude. Often, blessings are taken for granted because they are so familiar. Taking a moment to consider life without these comforts highlights their value. This could be as simple as appreciating the ability to walk, the taste of a favorite meal, or the companionship of a loved one. These reflections recalibrate your awareness, making what once felt ordinary seem extraordinary. Gratitude also enhances creativity. By focusing on abundance, your mind opens to possibilities rather than limitations. This mindset encourages problem-solving and innovation as you approach challenges with curiosity instead of defeat. Gratitude fosters a sense of flow, where ideas and energy align effortlessly. Acts of service bring gratitude to life. Helping others not only benefits them, but also deepens your appreciation for your own circumstances. Volunteering, offering support, or simply lending a listening ear are acts that connect you to the larger world and remind you of the power of kindness. These actions create a ripple effect, spreading gratitude and energy outward. Gratitude amplifies itself through repetition. The more you practice it, the more natural it becomes to notice and appreciate life's gifts. This cumulative effect builds resilience and fosters a sustained sense of well-being. Even on challenging days, the habit of gratitude acts as a lifeline, pulling you back to a place of balance. Maintaining gratitude requires awareness of its opposites, complaining and comparison. While it's natural to voice frustrations, dwelling on them diminishes your energy. Similarly, comparing your life to others fosters dissatisfaction. Counter these tendencies by focusing on your unique journey and the progress you've made. Gratitude shifts the lens, allowing you to see your life with clarity and acceptance. Your environment shapes your gratitude practice. Surrounding yourself with reminders of what you cherish can reinforce appreciation. Photos, mementos, or even a gratitude jar filled with notes of thanks create visual cues that draw your focus back to what matters. These touchpoints serve as anchors, keeping you connected to gratitude throughout the day. Rest is another avenue for gratitude. Taking time to recharge, whether through sleep, meditation, or quiet reflection, honors your body's needs. Gratitude for the opportunity to rest and the renewal it brings deepens your connection to yourself and your energy. Celebration, even of small victories, reinforces gratitude. Acknowledging milestones, no matter how modest, creates a sense of achievement and joy. These moments of recognition fuel motivation and sustain your energy for future endeavors. Gratitude is not static. It evolves as your perspective shifts. The more you practice, the deeper and broader your appreciation becomes. It moves from fleeting moments to a way of being, infusing every aspect of your life with positivity and renewal. As you cultivate gratitude, you create a reservoir of energy that sustains you through life's ups and downs. This practice not only enriches your own experience, but also radiates outward, uplifting those around you. Gratitude is both a gift and a choice, one that transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary, leaving you grounded, energized, and ready to embrace the fullness of life. Gratitude creates a foundation of stability and positivity, but to sustain that foundation, emotional equanimity is essential. Emotions are powerful forces that shape your thoughts, decisions, and energy levels. When left unchecked, emotional highs and lows can become exhausting cycles, draining vitality and leaving you unbalanced. Emotional equanimity, the ability to remain steady and composed amidst life's fluctuations, is not about suppressing feelings, but learning to flow with them, creating space for peace and resilience. The first step to cultivating emotional equanimity is awareness. Emotions often arise suddenly, catching you off guard and dictating your reactions. Developing an ability to pause and recognize what you're feeling is transformative. This pause creates a moment of clarity, allowing you to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. Whether it's anger, fear, or excitement, simply labeling the emotion gives you a sense of control, reducing its intensity. Detachment is a cornerstone of equanimity. It doesn't mean becoming indifferent or unemotional, but learning not to cling to feelings as permanent truths. Emotions are temporary. They rise, peak, and fade. When you hold onto them tightly, whether joy or sadness, they start to define you, creating a roller coaster effect. By acknowledging emotions without identifying with them, you free yourself from their grip. Instead of saying, "I am angry," try, "I feel anger." This subtle shift reminds you that emotions are experiences, not your identity. Breathwork is a practical tool for grounding yourself in moments of emotional turbulence. The breath serves as a constant anchor, connecting you to the present. When emotions threaten to overwhelm, slowing and deepening your breathing calms the nervous system and brings balance. Techniques like box breathing or alternate nostril breathing not only reduce stress, but also create a sense of steadiness, allowing you to navigate emotional waves with poise. Mindfulness complements this process by encouraging you to observe your emotions without judgment. Instead of labeling feelings as good or bad, approach them with curiosity. What triggered the emotion? What does it feel like in your body? This practice creates a space between you and the emotion, preventing it from taking over. As you observe, you may notice patterns, certain situations or thoughts that repeatedly evoke strong feelings. Awareness of these triggers is the first step toward breaking their hold. Resilience is deeply connected to equanimity. Life is filled with challenges, and emotional equilibrium helps you face them without becoming overwhelmed. Building resilience involves accepting that difficulties are part of the human experience and trusting your ability to navigate them. Each time you recover from a setback, you strengthen your emotional balance, creating a reserve of inner strength to draw upon in the future. Letting go of perfectionism fosters emotional stability. The need for everything to be just right creates unnecessary stress and disappointment. By embracing imperfection, you reduce the pressure to control every outcome, allowing yourself to adapt with ease. This flexibility enhances your ability to maintain composure, even when things don't go as planned. Empathy and compassion also play a vital role in cultivating equanimity. When you approach others with understanding, you shift your focus from judgment to connection. This outward perspective lightens the emotional load, helping you avoid becoming entangled in conflicts or misunderstandings. Self-compassion is equally important, reminding you to treat yourself with kindness and patience as you navigate emotional challenges. Rituals and routines create a sense of stability that supports equanimity. Consistent practices like meditation, journaling, or evening reflection provide a framework for processing emotions and restoring balance. These moments of stillness act as touchstones, helping you return to a place of calm whenever emotions become overwhelming. Physical activity is another anchor for emotional equanimity. Exercise releases endorphins, which counteract stress hormones and improve mood. Activities like yoga, tai chi, or walking combine movement with mindfulness, grounding you in the present and fostering a sense of harmony. Regular physical activity also enhances your overall energy levels, providing a solid foundation for emotional resilience. Nutrition plays a subtle but significant role in emotional stability. The food you eat influences your mood and energy. Consuming a balanced diet rich in whole foods, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates supports brain health and emotional regulation. Staying hydrated and avoiding excessive caffeine or sugar further minimizes mood swings, helping you maintain equilibrium. Sleep is essential for emotional balance. Lack of rest amplifies negative emotions and reduces your ability to manage stress. Prioritize quality sleep by creating a calming bedtime routine, minimizing screen time before bed, and ensuring your sleeping environment is conducive to rest. A well-rested mind is better equipped to handle emotional highs and lows with grace. Perspective shifts are key to emotional equanimity. When faced with a challenging situation, stepping back to view it from a broader angle can diffuse its intensity. Ask yourself, will this matter a year from now? Or, what can I learn from this experience? These questions transform immediate frustrations into opportunities for growth, allowing you to approach them with a calm and constructive mindset. Detoxing from emotional clutter helps maintain balance. This includes setting boundaries with people or situations that consistently drain your energy, learning to say no when necessary, and creating space for what truly matters prevents emotional exhaustion. Surrounding yourself with supportive, uplifting influences strengthens your emotional foundation. Gratitude remains a powerful practice in maintaining equanimity. By focusing on what you appreciate, even in the midst of challenges, you shift your attention away from what's lacking. Gratitude creates a sense of abundance and stability, fostering resilience and emotional strength. Daily reflections on gratitude keep you grounded, even when life feels chaotic. Forgiveness is a liberating act that restores emotional balance. Holding on to resentment or anger ties you to the past, draining your energy and clouding your perspective. Choosing to forgive, whether it's yourself or someone else, releases this burden, creating space for peace and renewal. Forgiveness doesn't excuse harm, but frees you from its emotional weight. Engaging with nature reinforces emotional equilibrium. The rhythm of the natural world offers a soothing counterpoint to life's turbulence. Whether walking through a forest, listening to waves, or simply sitting under a tree, these moments of connection to nature restore calm and clarity, helping you return to your center. Communication also contributes to equanimity. Expressing your emotions constructively prevents them from building up and becoming overwhelming. When you communicate openly and honestly, you clear misunderstandings and strengthen relationships, reducing emotional friction. Listening actively to others fosters empathy and creates a space for mutual understanding. Self-reflection deepens your ability to maintain emotional balance. Regularly check in with yourself to assess how you're feeling and why. This practice helps you identify unresolved emotions or patterns that need attention. Journaling is a valuable tool for this introspection, offering a space to explore and process your thoughts and feelings. Celebrating progress, no matter how small, reinforces equanimity. Acknowledging your efforts to remain steady in the face of challenges builds confidence and resilience. These moments of recognition create positive reinforcement, encouraging you to continue cultivating emotional balance. Patience is a cornerstone of equanimity. Emotional stability doesn't happen overnight, It's a practice that requires time and consistency. Embrace the process with gentleness, allowing yourself to grow and adapt at your own pace. Each effort, no matter how small, contributes to lasting vitality. As you cultivate emotional equanimity, you create a steady foundation for navigating life's highs and lows. This balance doesn't eliminate challenges, but empowers you to face them with clarity and strength. By nurturing your inner peace, you unlock a source of vitality that sustains you through all of life's seasons, leaving you centered, energized, and ready to thrive. The ability to maintain emotional balance naturally flows into an even deeper practice: mindful breathing. While emotions ripple across the surface of your being, your breath is a steady, ever-present rhythm beneath it all. It is the bridge between body and mind, a tool so simple yet profoundly transformative. By learning to harness your breath, you unlock an immediate and accessible way to recenter yourself, calm the mind, and revitalize your energy. Breathing is not just a physical necessity. It is a gateway to clarity, focus, and restoration. The breath is the first thing we engage with at birth, and the last connection we release in life. Yet, in the chaos of daily existence, it is often taken for granted. Shallow, hurried breaths become the norm, depriving the body and mind of the full oxygenation they need to thrive. This disconnection from our natural rhythm amplifies stress, drains energy, and clouds mental clarity. Mindful breathing corrects this imbalance by inviting you to slow down, pay attention, and rediscover the innate power of your breath. Mindful breathing starts with awareness. Observing your natural breathing pattern reveals its current state. Is it shallow and fast, or deep and slow? Awareness of how you breathe in moments of tension or calm provides insight into the connection between your emotions and your breath. Simply noticing the breath, without changing it, creates a sense of grounding. This first step lays the foundation for deeper breathing practices that restore equilibrium and vitality. Deep diaphragmatic breathing is one of the simplest and most effective techniques to energize the body while calming the mind. Unlike shallow chest breathing, which often accompanies stress, diaphragmatic breathing engages the lower lungs, allowing a fuller exchange of oxygen. Place a hand on your stomach and feel it rise as you inhale deeply. This motion signals your nervous system to shift from a state of stress to one of relaxation. As oxygen levels increase, so does your energy and mental clarity. The practice of box breathing combines rhythm and structure, helping you focus your mind and steady your breath. Inhale deeply for a count of 4. Hold the breath for 4. Exhale for 4. And pause for 4 before repeating. This method not only calms the nervous system, but also brings balance to your body and mind. The even rhythm of box breathing mirrors the natural cycles of life, teaching you to find stability amidst change. Alternate nostril breathing, a technique rooted in ancient practices, balances the flow of energy in your body. Close one nostril with your thumb, inhale deeply through the other, and then switch, exhaling through the opposite nostril. This alternating pattern clears mental fog, sharpens focus, and restores harmony. It's especially effective for moments when you feel overwhelmed or scattered, as it anchors your attention and encourages a sense of calm. Breath retention practices deepen your connection to the present. After a deep inhale, hold the breath for a few seconds before exhaling fully. This pause between breaths creates a moment of stillness, allowing your mind to reset. Retention practices enhance your body's oxygen efficiency while calming the chatter of your thoughts. Over time, this practice builds resilience, enabling you to approach life's challenges with greater steadiness. The breath can also be a tool for visualization. Pair each inhale with the mental image of drawing in energy, light, or calmness, and each exhale with the release of tension, negativity, or fatigue. This practice integrates the physical act of breathing with the power of your mind, creating a full-body sense of renewal. Visualization. Breathing transforms your breath into a source of both relaxation and empowerment. Fast-paced breathing techniques such as Kapalabhati or breath of fire are energizing practices that stimulate the body and invigorate the mind. These involve quick, forceful exhalations followed by passive inhalations, creating a rhythmic and rapid exchange of air. These techniques awaken your system, making them ideal for moments when you need a burst of energy or focus. However, they should be practiced with care, as they are best suited for times when you are already calm and grounded. Breathing with movement combines the benefits of mindful breathing with physical activity. Practices like yoga or Tai Chi emphasize the synchronicity of breath and motion, grounding you in the present while revitalizing your energy. As you flow through poses or movements, each inhale and exhale becomes intentional, creating a seamless connection between body and mind. This integration enhances awareness and cultivates a sense of harmony. Incorporating breath awareness into daily routines brings mindfulness to even the busiest schedules. Pausing for a few deep breaths before a meeting, during a stressful commute, or at the end of a long day resets your energy and focus. These micro moments of mindfulness accumulate, creating a foundation of calm and presence that carries through your day. Breath is a powerful ally in releasing stored tension. Stress and unresolved emotions often manifest as physical tightness, particularly in the chest, shoulders, and abdomen. Deep, intentional breathing encourages these areas to soften and relax. A simple practice of scanning your body as you breathe, identifying and releasing areas of tension, restores a sense of ease. Breathing also plays a role in enhancing focus and productivity. Before starting a task that requires concentration, take a moment for focused breathing. Inhale deeply, hold briefly, and exhale slowly, repeating several times. This practice sharpens your mind, clears distractions, and sets the stage for effective and energized work. Gratitude and breathing can be paired for a profound, calming effect. As you inhale, focus on something you're thankful for, and as you exhale, let go of any tension or worry. This combination not only grounds you in the present, but also uplifts your mood and perspective. The act of pairing gratitude with breath creates a sense of abundance and ease. In moments of conflict or emotional upheaval, breathing becomes a tool for self-regulation. Instead of reacting impulsively, pause and take 3 slow, deep breaths. This brief interlude calms your nervous system, allowing you to respond with clarity and thoughtfulness. Over time, this practice transforms how you navigate difficult situations, fostering resilience and emotional balance. The breath also connects you to the natural world. Observing how your breathing changes in different environments, whether in the stillness of a forest, the rhythm of the ocean, or the energy of a bustling city, deepens your awareness of life's interconnectedness. Nature amplifies the calming effects of mindful breathing, creating a profound sense of belonging and renewal. Developing a consistent breathing practice strengthens its benefits over time. Like any skill, mindful breathing becomes more effective with regular practice. Set aside a few minutes each day to focus solely on your breath, treating it as a sacred time for restoration. Consistency builds muscle memory, making it easier to access the calming and revitalizing effects of your breath when you need them most. Mindful breathing also teaches patience. The breath moves at its own rhythm, unaffected by the rush of daily life. By aligning yourself with this natural pace, you cultivate a sense of ease and acceptance. This patience extends beyond your breathing practice, influencing how you approach challenges and uncertainties with grace. As you explore these techniques, the breath becomes more than a physical act. It becomes a partner in your journey toward vitality and balance. Each inhale nourishes, and each exhale releases, creating a cycle of renewal that sustains you through all of life's moments. By embracing the power of your breath, you unlock a profound resource for energy, clarity, and peace. Breath is a gift of release and renewal, reminding us that each moment can bring clarity and peace when we let go of tension and stress. But beyond the physical act of breathing lies a profound truth. The attachments we hold on to, whether they are expectations, possessions, or identities, are the greatest sources of our emotional and mental burdens. Letting go is not about losing, it's about finding freedom. Releasing the grip of control over outcomes creates a life that is lighter, more peaceful, and filled with energy.